new background, new lighting, new camera quality, new year. Who this? What's up, y'all? It's your girl P Hope, and I am back with another video. This is Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 24. Y'all know I don't never know the title, so we just gonna dig right on in. Happy New Year! Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody brought their new year in with a bang, or however you wanted to, because you know, look, 2020 was so stressful for a lot of us that some of us just slept our way into 2021. Some of that we woke up and it was 2021. So we'll see what it's giving, okay? But you know, they gave us a little break from Love After Lockup last week. They did a it was like some kind of specials. I watched it, but I just personally felt like it wasn't nothing to do a review about. I know some people probably still put their reviews out, but I purposely did not review it. But they gave me something this week, so we finna roll with it. Let's start with Scott and Lindsay. Lindsay's mom ends up coming over so that Lindsay can show her all of the crazy shit that Scott got going on. She has had it up to here with Scott's ass, and at this point she said that she thought that Scott was going to be the man that her and Molly Grace could look at as their forever, but she has quickly found out that he is a prostitute obsessed weirdo of a boyfriend. And well, let me take that back, because she didn't even claim him as her man, but she did just keep it at weirdo. Lindsay says that Scott is controlling. He keeps all kinds of secrets. And then, you know, she has already been struggling from day one with him snooping through all of her stuff. So she has just completely had it up to here with his ass. He sent her a text message and said that he is unhappy with all the friends and all the company that she has been having coming in and out the house, and all that's gonna have to come to a stop, and that he is uncomfortable with the idea of Terabelle moving her camper into the driveway. He said he has now changed his mind about that shit, and it, you know, it's not gonna happen. So, of course, this really sends Lindsay's ass to level 10. So she said, okay, you want to push me and my friends? I'll push you and yours. But the difference between the two of us is I got people that's got my back. It ain't nothing but you and your two dogs. You ain't got nobody but you and your two dogs. Now, I understand that when you're upset, you say things that hit below the belt, but I know when she said that really hit Scott, because if y'all remember, Scott had a child. Scott has a son, but he passed away in a tragic car accident. And so for Lindsay to say something like that and to tell that man, don't ever forget you don't have nothing but you and your two dogs, like, I feel like that was a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit hit Scott because that shit hit me. So, but like I said, at this point, Lindsay's on 100. She don't give a fuck what she's saying, and she said what she said. And so she pacing back and forth through the house. Her mama done sat down on the sofa, and she's just looking at her like, Lord bless her damn heart, because the mama was saying that, you know, Lindsay told her a while back that she feels like if the prison system would have let her out at a certain time, then she probably would have just learned her lesson and been a, you know, productive citizen moving about in the world today. But when you incarcerate somebody for so long, they just permanently take over that criminal mindset, and they just feel like everything, you know, you gotta figure out how to get over on everything and everybody. And she feels like that that is where Lindsay is at right now. So, you know, I feel like with the mama saying that, she knows that the situation that Lindsay is in has absolutely nothing to do with love. She doesn't love Scott. Scott is a relationship of convenience. She thought that Scott had money, and now that she is in that reality, she sees that this man does not have the type of money that he claimed to have, and she's pissed about it. And he's also not this cool guy that he portrayed himself to be. So, you know, she's upset and she's angry. So as she's pacing all around the damn house, what she decided to do was get all his clothes and dump them out into the front yard. And then she went and got his laptop, which I don't know if that was a smart idea, but she got the laptop and put it on the hood of the truck, and then out of nowhere it starts raining. And she said, well, let's see how your laptop likes rain. So, you know, she's extremely pissed to the point where her lip is permanently cocked over to the side. She's rolling that neck, and, you know, she got a little bit of a hood slash black scent going. I mean, and she's got the crazy eyes. We ain't never seen this side of Lindsay, and it's not cute, but I do understand in a moment of anger, like, it's hard to be cute. I get it. But so that's what the hell she got going on. So then after she wreaks havoc all over the house, she decides to record it, and she sent it to Scott. So Scott that is what's going to get Scott to actually come home. But we won't see that part until next week. He's going to pull up in the driveway, and we'll see where things go from there. Because I think it was at one point when he asked her something, and she done told him to, you know, I don't remember if she said to kiss her ass or, you know what I'm saying, suck her ping. I don't know what she told him to do, but he was like, what? Come again, say what? So, and then he said, she was cussing him out all via speakerphone, and he was like, you know, I'm really having a hard time hearing you and understanding what you're saying. And so, you know, he was not making the situation no kind of better. And I was sitting over here absolutely dying, because I know how that is. If two people are trying to talk on speakerphone, it's like being in a Charlie Brown scene. Womp, 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 womp. Like, just forget it. Now, let's move on to our other favorite psychotic couple, Sean and Destiny. Okay, so this particular scene, we pick up where Sean is actually calling Kelly, trying to figure out where the hell she's at. She says she is at the Mexican restaurant just trying to get her a bite to eat, and he wants to pull up on her. So he pulls up at the restaurant. She's sitting there having her lunch, and he goes into this whole spiel about what the hell him and Destiny got going on. And she's like, okay, well, you know, what I expected to happen has pretty much happened. She done took all her shit and got the hell on, and, you know, now that she done squeezed up all the money she can squeeze out of you, I mean, you got scammed. Like, we all saw it coming, so what's the damn problem? And Sean is still sitting there trying to convince her that that is not what that is, and that, you know, pretty much her and him and Destiny are just still madly in love, and she just needed some time to get away. And you know, it's not a situation where Destiny is trying to get over on him. But the thing about the thing is, Sean had already let us know in the car that he has pretty much used up everything from his 401k and his savings that he can afford to spare at this point. Like, if he takes anything else out of that account, his kids have nothing to look forward to. And so he's living from check to check right now. But he did not tell Kelly that. So he breaks out of nowhere and asks Kelly, can he please borrow $1,000 so that he can go down to where Destiny is to make sure that she makes it to this court date and check on her and make sure that she's okay. So you already know, Kelly ass had turned into K. Michelle and was about to start shaking the table. Like, no. She was like, I know the hell. I know, like, fuck, you ain't asking me for no money that got nothing pertaining Destiny's ass. I know you ain't. Because I don't like that bitch and she don't like me. So, what's going on here? And so then he had to smooth it over by saying, well, you know, I got to make sure she makes it to this court date because that's $50,000 on the line, because you know that we cannot make it through an episode without Sean talking about these goddamn $50,000. So that was the quote that he wanted to make sure he threw in there and make sure that stick, so that Kelly would actually be going for the bullshit that he was putting down. Okay, so it worked, because he said he needed $1,000 so that he could travel down there and do what he needed to do to make sure that Destiny made it to this court date. And so she picked up her phone and she cashed out Sean's ass $1,000. And she said, I cannot believe that I am sitting here doing this. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to help your little bitch of a girlfriend, because I'm ultimately helping our kids, because I don't want you to be out of $50,000. But with me giving you $1,000, you owe me $2,000. If I do this for you, you're going to pay me back double. And at first he was like, what? Like, how the hell is that fair? And then, you know, when she broke it down of all the shit that she's had to go through with Destiny, he was like, all right, whatever. So he agreed to give her back $2,000. And so then Kelly goes outside and does a little short confessional, and they're asking her, like, you know, why did you break down to help Sean or whatever? And she was like, look, I really don't know what washed over me and why I helped his ass, but I definitely know that something inside of me wants him to go down there and find out whatever he finds out, because I kind of want to see this relationship crumble. And that's something that was expected. Like, we all expect that of Kelly, because we really don't know what we haven't really just figured out what Kelly's attachment is to Sean's ass. Is she still in love with him, or, you know, is she a little bit slow and she just has this like strange obsession with him? We really don't know where Kelly sits at with Sean, but she keep having kids by the man and she wants to talk to him on a daily basis, and they're not together. So it's just, I don't know, things are getting weird. It's getting weird, and she's just hoping that this whole Sean and Destiny shit blows up in flames, and, you know, then they can run off into the sunset together. Maybe that's what it is, but we don't know, and we ain't gonna find out in this episode, because that was pretty much all that we got from Sean, Destiny, and Kelly, and we'll see what the hell they got going on next week. We are moving right on along to Amber and Puppy. Okay, y'all remember 2 weeks ago, Amber and Puppy were eating at the little restaurant, and they had just got off the phone from talking to Vince or whatever. So now they're at the scene where they're done eating, and they are actually on their way home. They're on their way to Puppy's mom's house. And so when they get there, and she walks through the door, of course, Puppy and her mom are elated to see each other. So they're hugging each other, they're crying, and her mom just cannot stop expressing the fact that she's so happy that she's home, and that she really wants Puppy to stay out of trouble this time. Because her mom said the last time that Puppy got released, she was only home for 2 weeks before she was back locked up again. So, you know, that's got to be disheartening for a mom, and especially for her to, you know, only be out 2 weeks, and then you have to end up doing another, I think it was like 5 years or maybe more than that. So, yeah, her mom just really wants her to straighten up and fly right this time. And you know, Puppy is saying like, Mom, I promise you don't have to worry about that. I'm here for good. You know, I see that it's people out here that are really rooting for me and that wants me to do right, so I'm not going back. Like, just take my word for it, I'm not going back. And then her mom goes into the story of telling her how she's suffering from liver failure and she's going to have to do dialysis every day. And Puppy, she said, okay, well, you know, if that's something you got to do every day, we'll just make sure that you do that every day. And that's pretty much how she answered it. So to me, it seemed like Puppy really doesn't understand the severity of liver failure, and she is probably a little uneducated on what the hell dialysis is. So I want her to definitely educate herself on both of those, because that's a very, very serious thing. And so she needs to really be there to take care of her mom, and don't just kind of brush it off like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's an appointment that you got to do. Because I don't want her to think that it's something that, okay, if you don't go tomorrow, then, you know, if you don't make it down there tomorrow to do dialysis, then we'll just go the next day. Like, no, that's not one of those things. That's not how that works. So Puppy, I need you to know the severity of your mom's situation, because I want your mom to be here with you and for you as long as she possibly can. So, you know, if dialysis is what's going to keep her liver clean and functioning and acting right, then you do right by your mama. Okay, girl? Okay, girl. So, you know, after they say all of their X's and O's to each other, Puppy says that she is just sleepy and tired and she wants to lay down. So the mama was like, okay, girl, you know, like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just find some covers or whatever, and I'm gonna make you a pallet. So Puppy was looking like, a pallet? She was like, you don't want us in the bed together? And her mama looked at her real stern like, and she was like, yeah, long as y'all ain't doing no hanky-panky. And so this immediately embarrasses the dog shit out of Amber, and she gets up and she just pooches on back to the bedroom, because she cannot believe that Puppy's mom just said that shit to her. She cannot believe that she just said that shit to her. And so then, of course, that tickled the hell out of Puppy, because she was like, Mom, like, it's not like that. Like, we used to cuddle together all the time when we were locked up together. So you don't have to worry about that. And so her mom was like, okay, well, you know, I guess y'all can go on back there and get in the bed together or whatever. She was like, okay, I'm just ready to lay it down. But of course, when Puppy asked get in the confessional, she said that she would love more than anything for her and Amber to be smashing tonight. Okay, she would love a little clickety clack action. She would love a little lickety split action. You know what I'm saying? It can really go down if it was up to Puppy. But she said she knows that since her mom has already put her uncomfortability out there, that she knows that Amber is not going to do anything to disrespect her mom's wishes, and so the chances of them smashing tonight are slim to none. When she does get back there to the bedroom, you know, they're hugging, they're cuddling on the bed or whatnot, and Amber was like, you know, this was the one thing that Vincent was able to do right. And I had forgot all about this, but it panned back to that clip of when Vince went out and purchased that bed, and then he bought it back to Puppy mom house. He bought it in the house by himself. He assembled the whole bed by himself, and then him and her was sitting there laying on the bed, and he was like, you know, yeah, so you ready to go back to the room or whatever? And she looked at his ass and was like, yeah, so I think I'm staying here tonight. Baby, It took the strength of Jesus, Mary, and all her little lambs to keep Vincent ass from choking Amber out. I remember that episode. That shit might have been funny. So that was about it for those three, and we'll see what the hell they got going on next week, child. Everything and everybody was just really short, sweet, and to the point this week, but that's okay, because I have a feeling that it's still going to, you know, it's gonna heat up. It's gonna heat up. So y'all, next, Chevelle and Quaylon. So we're at Chevelle's mama house, and Chevelle and Maila are chilling in the living room. Maila is coloring in a coloring book or drawing or something like that, and Chevelle ends up getting a phone call. So she's sitting there looking like Craig's girlfriend on Friday, talking about hello. And Quaylon was like, what's up? And she was like, what do you want, Quaylon? And he was like, what you mean? I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to see how you doing. Like, I'm reaching out. And she said, look, it's been 2 weeks, and you know, I'm not really checking for you. Like, I'm not feeling you right now. And so Quaylon is just really trying to figure out where Chevelle's head is at this point. And Chevelle said, you know, you reaching out, you trying to figure out what the hell I got going on. Like, are you still talking to the old girl? Are you still talking to Chi-Town? And Quaylon said, Chevelle said, exactly. That's what the fuck I thought. You still out here talking to other bitches, so how the hell is you so concerned about me? And he's like, look, at the end of the day, I vowed to be your man and take care of you, and I vowed to be a father to Maila, and that's what the hell I'm gonna do. And she was like, well, I can't tell, because you still up there and doing what you want to do. But Chevelle is knowing in the back of her damn head that she been out here on her own damn dates and shit. So don't ever forget that Chevelle went on a date with the old classmate of hers that she had been crushing on. Well, they had been crushing on each other. And they're supposed to be on a second date. So we don't even know if her and old boy went on a second date or not. But Chevelle just been out here doing her own thing, and apparently Quaylon been doing his own thing as well. So anyway, at one point, Maila said, is that my dad on the phone? And Chevelle was like, no, baby, this is not your dad. So when she leaves the room, Quaylon was like, why the hell you tell her that wasn't me on the phone? And she was like, because she don't know what the hell's going on. She just think you off visiting somewhere. She don't have no idea that me and your ass ain't even together no more. So, you know, while I gather my bearings and figure out what the hell I'm supposed to tell my child, like, she don't need to know that I'm on the phone talking to your ass. Because, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're not coming back in our life. So it's no need in me. So it's no need in me pretty much giving my child false hope that, you know, her dad is going to be around and be in this grandiose father position, because you not. But, you know, Quaylon is swearing up and down that Chevelle and Maila is where he wants to be. And that even though he has still been talking to Chi-Town, because he didn't admit that to Chevelle, but I believe he said in his personal clip that he's still been talking to Chi-Town for about a month now. So, you know, even though he been out here mixing and mingling, he still wants to be with Chevelle and Maila. So we'll see how the hell that go, y'all. And last but not least, we got Brittany and her mama, Miss Cindy. Now, if y'all remember, 2 weeks ago, that's when Brittany was over at the hotel and Miss Cindy was sitting here begging Brittany for help. So, Brittany has finally got her mom the help that she has been begging for. They're on their way to a counseling session, and her mom, you know, they're all excited about going up to the counseling session and this, that, and the third. But almost as soon as they start the session and the counselor is trying to get this background information as far as what brings them in, you know, talk to me about the alcohol and drug abuse and all of that kind of stuff, Miss Cindy immediately starts getting defensive. So here she is with all this hollering and crying, and she's saying that Brittany is in there attacking her. She actually accused the counselor and Brittany of attacking her. And she said that she needed to get up and take a break, and she needed a cigarette. So Brittany is sitting here in tears. The mama is in tears, feeling attacked and needing a cigarette. And the counselor is just sitting here looking like she is in the middle of a fucking shit show. So while the mama is outside taking a smoke break, she asked Brittany what does she want to develop from these sessions. She said, you know, I could tell from your body language and from everything that you're saying so far that, you know, you love your mom and you want to see the best for your mom, but I just want to know where you're at with it. And Brittany says that at this particular time in life, she cannot accept her mom in the condition that she's in. And I think that she's saying that because she just wants to have a clean and sober parent. That's first of all. But also because Marcelino has already expressed time and time again that he's not accepting. Miss Cindy cannot come to their residence and visit their grandkids until she is in a sober place. If she has not done away with the drugs and the alcohol, then she's not allowed. So once they finally get to talk to Miss Cindy for a second in the counseling session, it still doesn't get very far, because soon as Brittany starts talking about how Miss Cindy is abusing her pain pills and drinking beer, Miss Cindy flipped her shit. Okay, she flipped her shit. She said that she does not abuse her pain medication, and she doesn't understand why the hell Brittany keep accusing her of that, which we know that that is a lie, because a couple of episodes back we already saw her back at the apartment when she had stole the little sister's money to go get the pain pills and get high, and then by the time we saw her, it looked like half of her nose had done got knocked off. So we know she's lying about that. And then she also told the counselor that she does not abuse alcohol. She said she probably have 1 or 2 beers every now and then. But we also know that that's a lie, because then the camera immediately panned back to just 2 episodes ago when Brittany was over there at the room and she had beer cans and beer bottles strolled from here to behind God's back. So Miss Cindy is very much in denial about her drug and alcohol addiction, and we all know that that is one of the first steps to recovery, is to be able to admit that you have a problem. And at this time, Miss Cindy does not see that she has a problem, and Brittany says that that is pretty much the point where they always get to. Like, her mom can never admit that she has a problem, and she only gets so far in the process, and then she'll just get to a point where she shuts down. So I don't know what it's going to take for Miss Cindy to come out of her denial and really get the help that she needs. But all we can do is continue to watch and pray for Miss Cindy. And that was about it for Love After Lockup this episode. But y'all, on January 15th, there is a new show coming out on the OWN network called Bell Collection, and it is like a it's very similar to like Love and Marriage Huntsville, Housewives of Atlanta, like along that scale. And so I'm trying to add other reviews onto my roster besides Love After Lockup. So I think I'm going to try my hand at it, since this is a brand new episode, and I will be able to get in the door from day one. So it is called the Bell Collection. So if you guys are going to be watching it, they have a pre-premiere already out on YouTube. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Again, it is called Belle Collection. And just see if you're gonna like the show, see if you're gonna be interested on looking at reviews about the show. I personally think that it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be a kiki. It's gonna be something to talk about. So we're gonna test it out and see. But other than that, you already know. I want you to be happy, be healthy, be safe. It's your girl P Hope, hoping that you all have a great work week, and I will catch you in the next video.